Go, go.
Social flats.
Yeah, like you drive him gone.
No, but like my first night. Sure, that was sweet. Yeah, that's good.
I still want to know where you get that name from. This one is name is that, man?
So then I started.
Nice, man. I know it. Nice. Nice.
On Thursday. Yeah, between 3 and 6. Balance and order. I think it's one that we because of the yeah, that's what you reckon. That's on the 28th.
So I can hear that. No, that's not right. Every time.
Oh, you mean you're doing another speaker? No, let me get this straight. Oh, I'm going to just say John's on the side of the white. Oh, can I just say I was supposed to say to you what
Jump to the talking then. Jump to the talking, yeah.
Like I said, there's a time for chant, there's a time for drumming.
No, but jump on the only thing, jump on the first, like the one. I don't want to go to history right now. Yeah. At the first. As usual.
Drummers. say nothing more. So you're going to be singing this one, yeah? Who's back?
Ready to move on?
Can we get sisters to the front, please?
Sisters are at the front. All right, okay. Ladies are at the front. The women is at the front. All the women at the front. Do we need a hand there or anything?
Right, it's time to march now, guys.
Sisters, take your position. Sisters, walk and talk.
Oh, you're putting my birds under pressure. It's bollocks. This is.
Police are turned up.
Where are you going? Is anyone in charge? No? Okay.
need them, you know, required, yes, that they have a function of law to perform. That's their business. We're here to commemorate the lives of our 14 young people martyred at New Cross 40 years ago.
the house that was burned in the house fire.
Hello, are you in charge?
I'm not sure that I am.
You don't want to be the person. Like, we're not here to do anything. I promise you that. I know we appreciate this is quite emotive and I understand that. What I would like to do, what I would like to know is how long do you plan on doing this and how long is it going to last? Do you know?
Well, we're going to be marching from here to Hyde Park.
Okay.
So basically we're going to follow the original route that the march took 40 years ago.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
That's
so
fine.
that's the plan.
Are you planning on, because obviously what we don't want is an obstruction of the highway. We want traffic to move as freely as possible. Like I said, we're not here to arrest anyone or anything like that, but we just want to make sure it's done legally and peacefully. So, how long, have you got an approximate time this is going to end? However long it takes to get to Hyde Park.
Yeah.
Do you have a route for me? Could you give me any sort of information you've got?
Have you got
Can I take a picture of this?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Will you be able to stay on the pavement as much as you can?
I mean, it's a lot of people, so we'll try and occupy one lane if you like, but I can't guarantee that we'll stay on the footway because we don't want to obstruct pedestrians.
Did you let the police know that this was going to happen? As loosely as you could, I
As
know.
loosely as we can. Very good way of putting it.
Okay. What I would say is, we are going to take, initially, that's the idea, but you have to appreciate there are a lot of laws with COVID, etc., public health, that could be seen to be breached. Okay? So, if I could urge you to be the voice that people socially distance as much as they can. I know it's silly, but if they can socially distance as much as they can, not obstruct the highway, and then we can see if we can work together and get this protest done as safely as possible and as legally as possible. Is that fair?
You know what, there are family members here who lost people in this fire here, and as you can hear, very emotive, so
I appreciate it.
under these circumstances, I'm not sure I can agree to
No, I know.
Yeah.
But that's why we're trying to not take an enforceable approach. What's your name? Can I take your name?
Yeah.
Is that your current phone number?
Yeah.
Try and call you today. That's I'll be back.
Yeah, that's right.
How's the police going to facilitate this protest? TSG are turning up just behind me.
So that's going to take us from here all the way to Hyde Park.
Okay.
So we'll be moving amongst marchers and the convoy of vehicles as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You're aware at the moment you're in breach of lockdown. That we've got a national pandemic in place.
14 people died
Okay.
here.
No, I get that, sir.
Yeah.
I totally get it. But we are in the midst of a pandemic at the moment, and protests, for all intents and purposes at this moment, cannot take place because it's not socially distanced.
Protests are legally allowed to take place.
At this moment in time, sir, I've got a whole group of people. How many people do you think are here?
Protests are not banned.
How many people do you think you've got
I
here?
have no idea.
Okay, well, I would say we've got 50 to 60 people here at this moment in time who are not socially distancing, not wearing masks, and are then intending to protest by marching across London. So, are you have any influence on how that's going to change? Of separating these people out, getting them to wear masks, getting them to be social distancing? Or are you going to be doing any of that?
We can try social distancing because that will just spread us out and make us a bigger bunch. So yeah.
How long are you intending to stay here for?
I have no idea when the speeches are over.
Okay, I will come back to you. Sir. You're just going to be staying with the group here, because I will want to come and speak to you again.
Yeah, sure.
We remind ourselves of the millions more of our people, of whom these 14 are symbolic. We affirm that the sacred blood of our people, indeed our martyrs, will not be shed in vain. We further reaffirm the sacredness of African blood. Yes. Precious African blood. Our blood is precious, is that right? Yes. Moreover, by institutionalizing this remembrance, we transmit the spirit and consciousness of this landmark historical event to our children and their grandchildren, so they in turn may pass it on to their children and grandchildren ad infinitum, so that we as a people will never forget. No serious people forget the best or the worst of their history. Let me say it again. No serious people forget the best and the worst of their history. In such a failure to remember, the vital lessons of history are lost. Hence, errors are doomed to be repeated. And what better way to remember the martyrs than a vision of nation building? In their names, what better way is there to appease their spirits than to vindicate their suffering? This is the essence of the National Black People's Day of Action. From the 30th anniversary commemoration, the call for nation building, the call for nation building. And by a nation we mean a people organized as a sovereign entity. We need to organize as a sovereign entity. Are you with me? Marcus Garvey says, wherever we are in the world, we must be organized as a nation. Marcus Garvey was right. In closing, brothers and sisters, we say a people organized as a sovereign entity, inspired by the spirit of its martyrs sons and daughters, and by divine intervention, and ratified by the people, which we are all spiritually compelled to honor. We will forever, in that context, we will forever, say forever, remember, say after me, we will. I can't hear you. We will. We will. Forever. Remember. After each I say the name, you repeat the name and say Ashe. Did you hear me? All right. We're going to do it again. We will. I can't hear you. We will. Forever. Remember. Ibn Rudder. Ashe. Paul Rudder. Ashe. Peter Campbell. Ashe. Steve Collins. Ashe. Patrick Cummins. Ashe. Jerry Paul Francis. Ashe. Andrew Gooding. Ashe. Lloyd Hall. Ashe. Roslyn Henry. Ashe. Patricia Johnson. Ashe. Come on, let me get you back. Come on. Humphrey Godfrey. Sorry. Humphrey Godfrey Brown. Ashe. Denton Powell. Ashe. Owen Thompson. Ashe. Anthony Burbank. Ashe. All right, we're going to say Ashe 3 times. Here we're going to do it. Hold on. Ashe. 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 We're going to say Ashe. Are we ready? Ashe. Then I'm ready. We're going to pour libation, bring in the spirit of our martyred sons and daughters, aged 15 to 22. Beloved, let us all assume a posture of reverence as we do so. before libation, let us bring to mind again the survivors. Remember, brothers and sisters, there were 50-odd survivors. The families of the martyred victims, as well as the surviving victims, and the pain that they are carrying to this day. But our gathering, brothers and sisters, our prayers and healing meditation will help them to bear that pain. It will help them to heal. Are you all with me? Yeah. God bless Africa. Lift up the name of Africa on high. Hear our humble prayers, oh Mario Jah. We, the family of Africa. We, this family of Africa. Come, Great Spirit, come. Come and bless us. Come, Great Spirit, come. Come and be with us. We, the family of Africa. We, this family of Africa. Simba, Simba,
And it's sad that they are not here today. So on behalf of them and my family and all the families and this great African family, thank you. Thank you. 40 years ago when I couldn't, but I thank you today. And I thank our lovely brother leader and the Al-Hebulan family, because you have kept this at the forefront of our people's lives. My brother Minton. I am so humbled by this beautiful family, because you all give me the strength, and you have given me the strength after 40 years to stay. That's the parents are now transitioning, and they haven't seen justice for their children. There are faces to see from years, 40 years. I've not seen you. Thank you. Thank you. May the ancestors continually bless us, protect us going forward. We have a fight on our hands. Living demonic entities. There is no power that is greater than the power of God. We are the
Are you about to move on? Or are you looking to move off?
Yeah, I think that's what they're organising.
Not a trick question. Are you going to be staying on the footway?
It looks as... I don't know.
That will show a certain amount of goodwill, sir, if you could stay on the footway, and would help to reduce any congestion or any issues.
Are you going back this way?
Okay. Trying to... Are you with us? No, I get that. I totally get that. We're just, unfortunately, with public health regulations at the moment, so... Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we do.
Bus we're using, don't worry. No, they're not here. It's just the bus we're using. Don't worry. Hello. Hello.
Wait. Are we ready?
lot more police turning up now. Oh no, they've all got back in their van.
ask you to leave this area. If you continue as you are, we're likely to have to take some kind of enforcement. We're going to have to start giving out tickets. I don't want to do that. I want to support the organisation, but you can't keep breaching the COVID regs at the moment, okay? Thank you. Breaking the law, and we might need to start taking some kind of fines and arresting people. I don't want to do that. I just want to speak to people and tell people that you are doing that.
Careful, 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 careful. No, it's a regulation. It is not a law.
So, officer, this is now a commemoration and a grieving for lost families. You will understand that our relationship with your presence is not right at this moment.
Absolutely.
We are fulfilling exactly what we are able to do under the law. If you spend any more time with us, it's being offensive. And so you will understand that. So thank you so much for your guardianship as we came in the road. We are now safe in the park, and we will complete our grieving now.
Is this where you're looking to grieve, and are you looking to go any further?
This is our final place.
Fantastic. And we will move back. That's not a
Please
problem.
stay away now.
Move back.
Please stay away now.
Move back.
Please stay away.
Not a problem. We can move back for a bit.
Stay away. This is too close. This is too close. This is too close. This is too close.
gift of reverence. Let's say that the faithful grace to the Mukuru means great ancestor. Let's say that the faithful grace to the Mukuru, I'm going to just do this. Show our respect. 1, 2, 3. Yeah? I will do it 3 times. And just to let you know, the bench is also part of the memorial. Alright? So we all know. There's a bench there that is part of the memorial. Yes? Okay. Let the faithful grace Mr. Mukuru Tendai Mwari. Faithful grace Mr. Mukuru Tendai Mwari. Faithful grace Mr. Mukuru Tendai Mwari. I think we need to rise up the organizers of today. One last thing, brothers and sisters. There is work to be done in a world nation building work. Yes. All right.
Greetings, brothers and sisters. It's been a long day so far, right? So I'm just going to be very quick. The first thing I want to do, I want to thank all of those who made it possible for us to be here today. I want to acknowledge Auntie Jean. I never mentioned a word about organizers, you know. I never mentioned that. I said thank you, all of those who made it possible for us to be here today. That's what I said. I said I want to thank my sister, Auntie Jean of the I want to thank NXG. Why didn't give me a chance, but again, regret it. Because I want to thank all of the young people. No, the N stands for Nzinga. That is a warrior queen. The X stands for Malcolm X. And whenever you think about Malcolm X, think about one word. He was a revolutionary. When they killed Malcolm, they didn't just want to kill him physically, but they wanted to kill those ideas he represented. And so we're resurrecting that now. And with the G, with the G, we have Garvey. Right Honorable Marcus. I mention these names because I'm going to come back quickly on that, but they're important. Because our enemy does not want us to remember these great freedom fighters that I mentioned. I want to acknowledge also my brother Ibrahim. Please, can I just say something? We're running late. Can we just, I don't want no clap, right? Please, let me just got you. Please, hold back your clap. If you like running at the end, you can. But I don't want to stop because we are running late, right? Ibrahim, I don't mention him just as Ibrahim. I mention him as a part of justice for black lives. I want to also mention amongst us our brother, great brother Carl, campaign. I said, don't clap in there. Sure. Campaign for truth and justice. As I said, we've got to keep it tight. We're here today to remember a very, the most important event in the history of black people in Britain. We're here today to remember a march against a protest march against the killing of 14. Well, it don't matter. You can say my sister because your sister didn't survive, but I'm coming to that, sister. You see, remembering that this day, and this is very important, brothers and sisters, because there's a lot of confusions around this. The protest march of 1981 was against the biggest racist murder, biggest single racist murder against our youths. And that's something to be here to remember. Some of you, there's a few of us that may say, well, boy, Minka, we don't know if it's murder. If it was racist. In those days, I was a young man involved in an organization called the Black Unity and Freedom Party. I'm not giving you this second hand. You're getting it first hand.
Come on, I'll show you.
Right? I'm not telling you nothing about what I read. I'm talking about something in which I was a part of. We had our base just down the road from here. And I am telling you that this fire was not no isolated fire.
Come on.
All right? We were on the scene immediately. Because as an organization in 1970, we were influenced by the Black Panther Party. We didn't just try to copy them because we had to relate that to our circumstance in this country. And so when the fire took place, we knew what to do. As soon as we went down there, it wasn't long before we agreed. It was even before that happened. We started to get evidence of the people that were in that fire because our members knew family members whose children was murdered. It wasn't long before the New Cross Massacre Action Committee was established. our organization was responsible for the fact-finding commission. And so some of you will say, well, we don't know if it was racist. Hold on. We have evidence and statement. The person that represented us, check it out, he ain't passed, is a brother by the name of Ken Williams. He led our responsibility in the fact-finding commission. We took statements from all of the people that was willing to give statements. And when we talk about evidence, we're talking about evidence inside and we're talking about evidence outside.
Come on, Brother Minka.
And so when we have evidence of seeing a white man with a throwing motion at the house and then soon sped away, we can't ignore that. When you go inside of the house and you had statements saying that the fire, the sea of the fire, because I was upstairs and when them come and them see the fire, people smelled smoke. And when they looked in that room, the sea of the fire was at the window. Yeah?
Come on!
And that's an important point to know. Because police were on us. Well, they couldn't get onto us then. Brother Minka don't come on Zoom. But in them days, we were tight in who comes to our meetings. And we organized very tight. We knew exactly who was amongst us. And we started to organize. So, we had the evidence inside and it was important to get our evidence. Because if the truth be told, a lot of our community would have liked that fire to be done by a racist. We were out in the streets. Why? Because if it was done by a racist, I don't have to do nothing. People are in denial about their reality. But when you bring evidence to them, including an incendiary device in the front of the house, the police knew they had trouble. Big trouble. And so I thought I was having one of those attacks or something. Because when I was coming up here today, one of the police said to me, could you come out of the road, please? We don't want you to get knocked over. These are one of the biggest murderers of our community, and I'm supposed to feel as if to say that they're worried about me. All right, so they go to work now. They now have our young people who have just been through one of the biggest trauma. People are all burnt up, and rather than giving them counsel, these people were trying to say to them and pressurize them, there was a fight, there was a fight, there was a fight. And they went in year after year after year, until very soon they got their forensic people to say, you know what? We've located a fire in the middle of the room. They didn't know Brother Minka was in all those rooms, keeping a close eye on them. And I told those families, watch them, watch them, because they're trying to get evidence. But the young people that are here today, they don't need me to remind them about George Floyd. Because you see, when George Floyd was killed, Minka doesn't just talk about the police. He talks about the state. And we need to understand that. Because they don't just kill you. They have a machinery in place to back them up. So it wasn't long after George Floyd was killed, they brought out their pathologist. And what did the pathologist say? Well, you know what? We think that this is like natural causes. Hold on. This ain't 1955. You understand now? We've learned a lot. So they brought out their own lawyers, family, brought out their own lawyers. And what did the lawyers say? They confirmed what we knew, that this was cold-blooded murder. All right? So we mustn't be surprised when they bring out their own forensic people to try and justify that. So I just want to conclude. I mentioned all of these organizations' name for a purpose. And the purpose is this. You see, we're in serious times. I was in an interview just earlier on today, and they said to me, Brother Minka, are we going backwards or forward from 1981? Let me tell you something, young people today. Some of you, all of you would have heard of Shamia Begum.
Yeah.
Shamia Begum was born in this country. She had British citizenship. But the state decided they're gonna make her stateless. I don't know if you heard what I just said. Young people, they weren't born nowhere else. So when the state is ready to come at you, you better remember that the only way of resisting them is gonna be through our organizations. You heard, this is the 40th anniversary. Brother Leader established the Interim African People's Parliament at the 30th anniversary. That initiative was sabotage. People may say that's a bad thing. Yes, it's a bad thing, but it's only bad if we don't learn the lessons. We got to be clear about who is it you bring around you. Right. Young people, security is very, very important. I also, in this year, 2020, a call went out by our beautiful brother here and myself, who called together an African Coalition Council. And that council's main aim is to bring us together with a force. Because I've heard young people say that they want to defund police. The state ain't defunding no police. You got organized community self-defense. And when these people attack you and you're organized enough, then you'll be able to respond. And you'll be able to tell them that an eye for an eye. And self-defense is no offense. We need those types of organization. So I look forward for us working increasingly together. But when we leave here, we should have many actions in place. Unity is important. But don't lose sight of Hillsborough. Hillsborough was another atrocity. But yet the community came together to make sure that they had some, limited as it was, justice, but at very minimum the truth had to come out. We should be leaving here very clear with a demand in our head. We want an independent inquiry for the killing of these young people. Because those murderers who were brutalizing our young people, there is no closure. It's as if nothing really happened. We need to know that, so we should be calling for that. You know what? Hashtag inquiry for New Cross. But we're going to need organization, brothers and sisters, to put that together. And so I just end. Don't forget Grenfell. Huh? Grenfell. Yeah, we weren't going to Grenfell time ago. I want to know the thing. So I just want to say, we're in serious times. But what if we learn anything from history, from our great leaders, is that we come together and we're tight. And very important, they come to some of our young people here, respecting our differences. Because we're not always gonna be seeing things in exactly the same way. But we've got to be clear on one thing: who is our common enemy? And as we said there, we must say here again, one of our strongest chants on the march was under attack, we fight back. And I want to know whether or not we still got that spirit amongst us here today. Under attack,
We fight back!
under attack,
We fight back!
under attack.
We fight back!
I end with the words of the Right Honourable Marcus Messiah Garvey teaches us this. We must either organize or perish. Thank you very much, brothers.
Yeah, I think they're marching to Speaker's Corner now. Right. But I don't think they'll get that far. 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Fucking blew up.
I'm glad I came down.
Yeah, not far.
Yeah, I was drunk. That was 20, 40 years ago.
Oh, yeah, when it happened.
That's time. 20 years.
20
years.
So 20 years old.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. So you're a Peckham lad.
Yeah, send me a WhatsApp with your name. Yeah? And I know you're radio. I want this.
This guy's like the victim.
Send me a WhatsApp, yeah? Just to come with my phone. You know the white folk. Come on.
Okay, so we're going back to... some people are going to try and walk. They walk. So we'll be behind them. Alright, do you want me to tell the people what they're doing? Because there's things... Oh, okay. No? Yeah. No. I think he's probably got that organised.
Okay, what is it we're doing?
I'm gonna, we're gonna go in.
Are you in touch with Brother Dave? Calling him man. From black people different. Yeah, Supercars. He operates out there. Yeah, is it in the Mamat Centre?
So you're going to go up to Speaker's Corner then with them?
I'm just going to follow this lot, see what happens. Apparently they're marching there now.
Yeah, because I was down there at the same time. Yeah, no, God, I recognise you. I remember your face. Yeah, because when you said how you remember me, I thought, hold on. I remember when some police came to the house one time for my mum. And I'm like, but you don't look like the same person. Yeah. And I'm like, that could have been you. But
Is just one guy running around? But I had like 5 views the whole time.
Huh?
I had 5 views the whole time. Could be just like some bots.
Your mum, dad, brother, your uncle. Now guys, we're just going to do a battery change, black screen for about 10 seconds.
Yeah, sure.
Exodus, people, Exodus!
20th of March will be interesting.
But it comes down to, we can't allow you to go to Hyde Park, and that's what we were told you were doing.
I understand.
Okay?
No, we were never planning to go to Hyde Park by walking at all. It was never ever on the agenda.
But again, communication between both of us. So we try to engage, we try to speak to you.
Yes.
If somebody had said, this is what we're doing.
So is this the legal team that you were going to be dealing with?
All I'm saying is, they will always watch what we're doing and make sure. So if we start doing it,
I see. They're
here as
okay,
legal service. You can use them as a conduit. Get them to speak. Or we have, at a lot of the big demonstrations, we have what we call a protest liaison team. So they're police officers who will get in and speak to people.
Right.
You can have your own equivalent of that. So if you say, I'm not an organiser, but I'm willing to speak to somebody, then even if we're not dealing with you directly, we can sort of say, look, this is what are your intentions?
You're right, it's about communication.
It's about working in 2 different directions. So I appreciate we have to
so that there's no hassle on both sides.
Absolutely.
And less problems all around. I appreciate it. But we know we've set the ground for difference into the future.
And absolutely. Right, quick question for you. Are you going to do the same thing next year?
Now, are we going to have COVID lockdown next year? That's what I want to know. I hope not. I have no idea, but it's more than likely.
Fine. Do you normally do this? Have you done this before?
We've been doing this for the majority of the 40 years. Yes,
right.
we have.
Okay.
Yes.
Fantastic. I will get somebody to write up.
No, not the march necessarily all the time. It tends to be here and the house, and we tend to liaise with the people in the property.
Okay.
So this is a particular year of 40 years, so it's a particular commemoration.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, thank you very much for speaking to me. Yes. I appreciate that you've spoken to me, and when you say this is, we can try and always work together.
Yes.
So thank you very much.
Yes.
I appreciate your time.
You're welcome. Thank you, Bob.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I might cut it. Depends what happens. I don't think I'll go. Huh? Yeah. There's the sun's coming out.
Basically, we go to Hyde Park. They go to Hyde Park.
Hey? Can't hear you. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. so I couldn't hear you.
Alright, brother. I told you.
I know.
I'm sorry to say this. I don't know why I like that. But I'm really. Right? I want to know.
Good coffee.
We like 90% of things that what we agree upon, but when we come together, we focus on the 10% we don't. We gotta be strategic. Always trying to do the love. We're here to work.
Alright guys, I'm going to end it here. Thanks everyone for joining and watching, and I'll see you at the next one. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. And thank you to all my mods for keeping the chat clean, and I'll see you for the next one. Take care.